Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm reviewing a product for you. That's right, the Huski Wine Cooler. Husky was nice enough to send this to me to review, and we're going to take a look at it. Before we begin, let me read some of the box here for you. It said, wine beautifully chilled. This is not your typical wine cooler. Designed with life in mind, the Huski Wine Cooler keeps your wine at the perfect temperature for hours, whether you're at home, around the barbecue, or on the boat, or anywhere else in between. That means, that was a really way of ending that sentence, sorry. That means more fun with your friends and less hassle trying to keep your drinks cold. It claims to keep your drinks cold for up to 6 hours, your wine bottle chilled for up to 6 hours. It's triple vacuum insulated, no ice needed, stay dry design, no condensation, built for lifetime 304 stainless steel. So this does hold most 750 milliliter wine bottles. The other thing they claim is that it's not like you don't have to put it in the fridge or the freezer. It should just work right off the shelf in terms of keeping everything cold and for up to 6 hours. So I guess let's take a look at this item. They asked me what color I wanted. I asked stone gray because gray is my favorite color, and that is a beautiful shade of gray. I will say that. So fairly simple packaging here. We just have the box and little holder it goes into. So the way that this works is you just unscrew it. You put your wine bottle in, screw it back in, and it's done. I mean, that's pretty much it. And one thing to note is there is a little bit of a silicone grip here, so it won't totally slide. It will have a little bit of resistance on there, which is always helpful in making sure that your it doesn't get knocked over whenever you have your wine bottle inside of it. But I guess I better go out to my fridge, and I don't have anything in here that's at temp yet, so I have to go over to my other fridge. I know, it's a problem. I have a problem. I'm gonna go get a bottle of wine from that fridge, and then I'll put it in here, and we'll actually do a test to see how long it keeps its chill. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a wireless meat thermometer into here. I was trying to use this thing with like a modified Haley's corker. I poured too much for my sample when I reviewed this wine, and I can't get into the bottle. So let's just go ahead and drop this in. We'll give it a few minutes to calibrate. Hopefully the stainless steel doesn't block the signal. I guess we'll find this out too. And let's see what's happening here. Let's see if this actually it works. Yes. Okay, give me a few minutes, and then once it's in calibrating and we get to what the actual temp is, then I will I'll see what the temp is and we can get the experiment started. Okay, so I have it right here. It is, I don't know if you can see that, it is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Both the internal and ambient probes are measuring the same thing. So it's at 41. We're going to measure it every hour and see how it goes. I'll take like little quick snippets of saying, hey, here's hour 1, hour 2, and we'll see if it actually chills for 6 hours like it says. I mean, this is the boring part. I mean, you can stick around if you want, or you know, I'll just edit it into the snippets. We'll just do it that way. All right, so it's been 1 hour since I put this in here. Temperature, internal, 43. The ambient probe, 39. So I mean, 1 hour, it's holding. It's holding. Let's see how hour 2 goes. All right, so this is the 2-hour check-in, and I'm gonna take a look here. Okay, so it says internal 46, ambient 41. So it has gone up a bit. Let's continue to see how long it goes. I would say anything above mid-50s is probably no longer chilled, in my opinion. But it's only been 2 hours. Let's see how it goes. All right, hour 3 check-in. Let's take a look. So I have a internal temp of 50 degrees and an ambient temp of 43. So keep in mind, the ambient is probably going to be the closest thing to the actual aluminum or the glass touching aluminum. So the internal is going to be resting in the liquid more. So internal 50 degrees Fahrenheit, ambient 43. All right, now for my 9:20 check-in. I let time go a little bit. Sorry, I was supposed to be scientific, but this is the closest you're going to get today. However, though, I am seeing that the internal reading on the thermometer is 52 and the ambient is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So, I mean it's still technically chilled, according to my definition. Check back in around 10-ish, somewhere around there. Alright, so this is the 10 p.m. check-in, and I have 54 degrees internal, 46 ambient. Still not at 55 yet. After 5 hours, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's check in another hour, shall we? Alright, so I'm at the 11 p.m. check-in. It's been a long day of staring and watching this wine bottle for like 6 hours. Alright, so I have the final result here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit impressed. It's 11 p.m. and this thing has been in here since 5, and here are the results. 55 degree Fahrenheit internal, 48 degree Fahrenheit ambient. Which means after 6 hours the wine is still technically chilled. I'm impressed. I've seen a lot of wine coolers kind of say, oh, we're going to keep your wine cool for however many hours. And the last time I tested one, it claimed for 4 hours. It was a little under 2. This is quite nice. And on top of that, it's a beautiful shade of gray. There are other colors, but I mean, really, what it comes down to is you want to buy gray. Gray's the greatest color on earth. All right, so now that you know that it lived up to the promise, and I mean, this thing could probably hang on for a little bit longer. I mean, it's dry to the touch on the outside. I mean, it did exactly as it was advertised, which I don't see very often with wine coolers. So I'm happy to see this, and this is something I'm definitely going to be continuing to use in the future. On those occasions in which a wine bottle will last long enough to need to be in a container such as this. Some of the times the wine bottles don't last that long, but I mean, that's just because either I'm a lush or I'm with friends and we're opening a few bottles and kind of working through them over the course of an evening. Now, I will say that I do have some wine events coming up in the Texas Hill Country, so I will be like schlepping this along with me. This will be a nice thing to buy a bottle of wine, just kind of let it sit there while I eat a giant charcuterie board and continue to gain more weight that I don't need. But with all that being said, the Huski, yeah, I mean, very good, great. I mean, you guys did an awesome job with this. Works exactly as advertised. And if you're interested in getting one for yourself or for a friend who's a wine lover for this upcoming holiday season, I'll leave a link in the video description below. Just go over there, check it out, get one for yourself. They absolutely work as advertised. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the Huski Wine Cooler? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see y'all again soon with another, well, product or wine review from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, I have a problem. I have a wireless thermometer that's stuck in here. The only way to get it out is to drink the rest of this bottle of wine. Oh well.